Now, Gaza's health ministry has announced the death of the director of the ambulance and emergency service in Gaza. Hani al-Jaafarawi was killed in an Israeli strike on the Daraj clinic in Gaza City. The health ministry described him as a solid model of steadfastness and determination. Over 500 paramedics and doctors have been killed and more than 310 arrested since the beginning of Israel's war on Gaza. Let's speak to Tareq Azzoum, who joins us now live from Deir al-Balah. And the death of Mr. Jaafarawi, hugely significant to those who knew him and the important work that he was doing.
Yes, that's right, Suhail. The death of Mr. Hani el-Jaafarawi was a clear shock for all ambulance workers, alongside even with medical teams in the north of the Strip, as this person has been devoting his own life in terms of helping Palestinians and providing them with all sorts of medical help. And within this war, as we have been having conversations with his colleagues, they say that he has been, even during the times of conflict, was moving between ambulances in order to recover victims and injured from areas of bombardment, taking ultimate risk in order to bring and searching for survivors. And this is a part of his humanitarian work. But despite this, Israeli upscaling their military attacks against against humanitarian workers and even against medical teams in the north of the Strip, in the center and even in the southern parts of Gaza, as those who are working in the field are no longer able to feel safe amid the clear surge of the Israeli attacks. And now, in order to get more information about that story, we are joined by Mr. Eyad Zaqout, the head of the emergency department in al-Aqsa Hospital. يعطيك العافية أستاذ إياد. خبرنا كيف بتشوف كيف
Tell us about the escalation of the Israeli attacks on the medical sector and medical workers in Gaza, in northern Gaza. It is clear that the occupation forces are trying once again to destroy completely the health and medical system in Gaza and to destroy all the capabilities and the equipment of the medical sector that cannot be compensated. Now, Mr. Hani el-Jaafrawi was a pillar in this regard. He was always working hard for serving the sick and the wounded people. He works day and night to serve those who are living in very difficult circumstances in Gaza. Mr. Eyad, what about the difficulties you face as medical teams in northern Gaza and in Gaza generally? The difficulties are massive. Working within lack of security is not normal at all. This is a contradiction to the international norms that necessitates providing the medical teams with security, protecting medical teams at all times. They are trying to hit and kill the medical staff. They are trying to destroy the health system. They are trying to deprive the people here who are in bad need of medical services from these services. And we are losing a lot of ambulances, and we are losing a lot of our men, and they have targeted, the Israeli forces have targeted so many places, so many medical workers, so many medical establishments, and Hani el-Jaafarawi was one of those victims who lost their lives because of his hard work for the people in Gaza. Thank you, Mr. Eyad, very much.
Generally, the Palestinian ambulance workers, alongside with all Palestinians who are working in the medical field, they are trying to continue to provide Palestinians in the north of the Strip with their essential, highly required medical care, despite all sorts of danger unfolding them in an area that had been going through all kinds of humanitarian and military pressure on the ground there, Suhail.
Tareq Azzoum there for us in Deir al-Balah. Tareq, thanks very much. Of course, we'll be checking in with you throughout the day.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.